Hi everyone. Just give me 1 minute. My mum is in the background making soup. Yep, we're organised. Woo! Oh, she finished making the soup. I found the video, by the way. Hello. You can see my head. Welcome to my head. Oh, I have a message request. That's interesting. I should probably check them out. Okay. Oh, no. That's very helpful. Here. There we go. And it's sent. Woo! Right. Hello, everyone. That took me a minute. Oh, not as fast as mine, but room for improvement, as always. So, tonight, I think we're going to do a fairly quick class. Because we're going to use this present. I don't know if actually we're going to use the tissue paper. I'm not really sold on it, so we're probably not going to use it. But we're going to use the present definitely as a stencil. However, so this is what we did last time. Hello. We're a little bit exhausted, but it was a good weekend. Everyone had fun, which is great, and we're ready. We'll be pumped and ready in 2 weeks' time to do the virtual with you all. So, and all your kits have been sent. So, yay! Yeah, kits were sent ages ago, actually. But anyway, so this is what our final ended up like, and it looks amazing. However, the only problem is can you see that damage to the rest of the book? So because we use crackle paste, it's crinkled up really well. I love it. But we've got to do a little bit of spine work tonight on our journal just because of our experimentation from last week. So we're going to come in with a fair bit of gesso, not going to lie. And a fair bit of paint to fix this problem. So we're just going to open up our gesso. Well, it's not going to be a fair bit. What we're going to do is we're going to try and put some paint over the spine bit and not overload these 2 pages. So we want to do something quite simple. And this is so then we don't get the same crinkled effect on this page. And by doing this, what it means is that the only page that will be affected in our journal are these 2. And because we already painted this one, it doesn't really matter. And it was already a light page. So all we have to do is make sure that we get some gesso, at least on the back of this one, just to get it a little bit thicker and the quality back up to standard so then it doesn't fall apart on us. And just make sure we get it on that spine so then the spine doesn't rip through wear and tear and all the rest of it. Oh, hello, Pam. Yes, we had a wonderful retreat. Looking forward to the virtual in 2 weeks' time. So in saying what I just said, we probably shouldn't use collage tonight, especially not on this page, because it would just make it too thick and too dense. And like I said, we've got to really, because this page has already been medium's already been applied to it through the page. So we've got to be careful with how much the paper's degraded and all the rest of it with what techniques we do. So this was probably better to do outside of the journal on a piece of paper and then frame it. But, it is what it is. And I like it. So the main point is we're not going to do collage. I'm going to actually put this rice paper piece away for Thursday in next week's class. But if you guys want to come up with something that you want me to do with this piece of rice paper, because I really want to use it because of the script. However, I actually don't know what I'm going to use it for apart from background stuff. But yeah. So if you guys think about what you want me to do on Thursday with it, and we'll come back to that because we can't really apply it tonight. There's just the chance that I might go a little bit overboard and it'll come really thick, and we'll get the same crinkled effect on this one. I know, me going overboard, never. That's just, yeah, anyway. And because this one here, like I said, has already been wet beforehand, like it was drenched. Like these two pieces of paper were stuck together for at least a week after the class. We want to make sure that we reinforce it through gesso and light layers, so then we don't end up with the same effect, and then so we can go back to creating without any problems at all on Thursday. See? Well, there'll be like a little bit of like a crinkly bit there and there, but that's not a problem. It's just the paper and the spine. So we're going to come in with our present and use it as a stencil. So, you know, and we're going to I'm going to use the gesso out of the top bit of our lid so that it doesn't get too thick. And a sponge. I wouldn't suggest using a palette knife here because we are aiming for light layers. How was everyone's week? I hope everyone's staying safe in the fires down south and to the west. I know the heat's been absolutely dreadful down there for you guys. So we're just coming in. I'm going to do that. I'm going to lift it up. Hi, Debbie. I had a great weekend at retreat. How was your weekend? So once again, we just moved the present along, and we're coming in. Alright, my mum's just running hospital stays. Gosh. Then good evening, Mary. So we're just going to come in. Go. Right, and we're making sure that we get this bit on the spine so then it reinforces it. We want that gesso to be right on it and around it. We're giving gaps in it so it's nice and light, and we don't degrade the paper any more than what we did last week. Just come in. Doing lots of ups and downs, then we don't bleed underneath the present, obviously, because it's just a white linen cut, so it is a bit thin currently. So we get the first layer of paint to dry on it. I'm going to do another one over here, I reckon, and then we'll be ready for the first layer of colour. Woo! Okay, and can everyone make sure that if they've bought a subscription or a kit for the March ones, I believe this is maybe the first week of March kits. Yeah, it's the first week of March kits coming up. So if you've got them, that you're in the subscription group. A good day, good week, but heading off tomorrow. Oh, good luck. Hope it goes well, Pam. Oh, Miss Scruffy. Oh, and hello, Lorraine. Right. So now what we're going to come and do, as we talked about this, we want nice light layers. So we're going to come in with our paintbrush. 1 minute. We're just going to dry this first. You want it to be fully dry. Nearly is, because, you know, it's still hot here. We're going to come in with our fan brush. I'm just going to stick the lid on top of the... What color are we thinking tonight? We're thinking purple. Oh, pink, orange. Could do this mustardy color once. We did like color kind of last week. You know what? Let's go with purple. Oh my gosh, Pam, read your mind. Purple it is.
Scribe has arrived.
Oh, the scribe has arrived. So we're just going to flick some purple flicks on our page. You'll see one second. I'm going to wet it just a little bit. And come in with our straight brush.
Is this on the main page?
Create a family group. We're not the straight brush. It's a bit solid. Oh, yeah, we had a great weekend at the retreat. Everyone did lots of scrapping, which was amazing. I can't wait. 2 weeks' time for the virtual. Right. So now we've got this layer nearly done. What we're going to come and do is we're going to dry it real quick. And we want to dry it in between layers. Okay, so it's nearly touch dry, and then I think we're going to come and do is we'll come back in with this copper colour.
Right, it's just loaded.
Oh, excellent. Is Dara logged in?
Yeah.
Look at that. I can produce things now.
Sign you up for the expo.
It's the Psychic Expo. Alright. For any of you who don't know
The wonders of the expo.
the wonders of the expo, we just make it's like kind of a running meme up here because it's fantabulous. See at the expo
Well, it's an ad
on TV, and it's been there for ages.
and it comes around like every so often.
It comes around every year. It's an annual expo.
But the actors in each ad get older.
Yes, because it's a family-run business.
Event. It's an event.
Got to meet my great-granddaughter yesterday. She's so teeny, only 4. Oh, that's so cute. Congrats on your great-granddaughter, Lorraine.
Well, Nana's gonna have a great granddaughter pretty soon.
Yes, yes. We've got new additions, not me. Oh, one of our cousins. But congrats, Lorraine, on having a great-granddaughter. I'm sure she'll catch up. It'll be amazing. Right, so we're just going to come in and put some of this copper down. Or bronze. It's bronze. Don't grab me. Name on the wrong color. It's bronze.
Sure, it's bronze.
Yep, 100% sure. I just read the tube. I was calling it copper before. It's definitely a bronze.
Did you answer Debbie's question?
Did you find out about your sale you made? Huh?
You mean the sale we had on?
Oh, yes. You mean the sale for my artwork in the gallery? Yes. I got $75 out of it because the gallery kept $25. It's part of like a commission thing. I don't know. It's just
They get a percentage.
They get a percentage anyway. So they kept 25. I got 75, which was amazing. And then shout out to Cheryl Parnell because she visited us for our in-store retreat, and she bought one of my paintings that was hanging in the store for her house because it matched her bedroom decor, which I think is pretty cool. So
Lorraine C says full time. They called her Alira.
Mum's walking around sore after 2 weeks, so we all popped out big baby. Oh.
Name, try and pronounce the name.
No, I will not do Lorraine the disservice of me trying to pronounce.
I'm going to put Google Translate.
Her granddaughter's name.
Okay. Arlia.
Okay, there we go. Arlia. That's not how I was going to go for, but you know what.
I thought it was a different spelling of Alira.
Right, well, you were wrong.
That's not uncommon.
That's not uncommon? Oh, no, it's meaning stuff.
Whoa, awesome, and congratulations. Glad they are all good.
Yes. There we go. So we're just coming in. Things. I don't want to add too many layers of paint because, like I said, the paper is already quite thin and being already manipulated a lot because of the page we did last time. All the ink and paint went through to the other side, which is why we've got this really like cool effect with the crunching on this page. But we've got to be really careful, because if we add too much, we're going to cause a lot of damage and make the rest of the book unusable. So for this page, we've got to be quite minimalistic in what we do and really think about how many layers we've got. So we've already got like 4 layers of paint on this, so we don't really want, we probably only want to do like another 2. So we've got to really wrap it up and try not to use collage on this page, because the collage is where it's going to get heavy and a little bit too, it's going to take too much out of the paper, if that makes sense. We just want to heat that a bit again. And there we go. I'm going to come in with our black pen. And maybe just all these bits. Add pieces where the present outlines were. Slip this one up. There we go. So we've got that layer on there, and I think that just gives us a little bit more, I don't know, contrast. Brings us back to that bottom layer we did and really shows that we've got a layer on there, I think. And then, oh, I really want to stick butterflies. Or what we could do, oh, my heat tool's overheated. Right. It's okay. What we can do is I really just don't, we don't want to stick collage on this today, because the paper is too thin as it is because of the mediums that we did over the side. So we really have to avoid it at all costs. So instead, some pink paint out. And actually. Adults. Just give me 1 minute, people. Sorry, I'm just trying to find a specific stencil. Doing this as well as you can imagine. Okay, we stick this one on here. Oh, hello, Cheryl P again. And we're going to grab our straight edge brush and put some paint on one side. Just come in and scrape it down. This is going to keep that layer of stenciling really light. I don't suggest doing this with white linen cuts just because the white linen cut's very thin and this technique can get a little bit rough. If that makes sense. And add some over here. And then just a little bit more. Down. Yeah, we might do. Just pick it on the finger and. Whoop. I know I said it was going to be light. And it will be. It will be. Okay, and then what we're going to come and do is we're going to grab our stamper circle. And then that one off. Grab this one. go. Okay, and then just dry that bit. So just did some white dry brushed strokes, and this just blends all the wet paint that we had together, and we did some circle stamps in the white and the pink stencil. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come in with this pen still work. Okay. So just going to come in with this pen. And maybe yeah. Right, there we go. Now we want is just a few flicks of maybe this pink, and I think we might be done. Oh, too much water, not enough paint. Just like it's coming out of our butterflies. 1 second. There we go. And I believe we are done. So just some white highlights around the butterflies we drew. So that there is our page tonight. Bit of a fast one, but we definitely needed to keep it light because of how thin the paper had become from the mediums that we used on our other page. So we just had to do that one. So on Thursday we'll be back to that we can use collage and all the rest of it because this will be dry and it will fix the spine damage that we made last week. So yay! All fixed. which is great. Sometimes if you don't fix, because these types of pages, when you use crackle paste and lots of paste on journals that are very thin paper, it does create spine damage. And if you don't rectify that on the next page afterwards, it can lead to things falling out and you're having to fix it like every single time afterwards. So by just going in and making sure we had gesso on the spine in our first layer and doing a page with no collage and quite light on the layers by doing thin paint strokes, which is why we mainly did dry brush and stenciling and pen work, means that we have rectified it in this one and we won't have to do it again, which is nice. So thank you all for coming, and I shall see you on Thursday. But before that, we have our March Tuesday card making class, the first one in the subscription group. So if you have bought a subscription or kits, please make sure that you're in the group. If you are not, please message us either tonight, tomorrow, or very early Tuesday morning, and we'll get you in. Oh, thank you, Lorraine and Pam. But other than that, thank you to all the ladies who came to our virtual retreat, our in-store retreat. We're looking forward to the virtual part in 2 weeks' time. You are still able to order extras for your retreat kit and all the rest of it. However, your retreat kits have been sent, so these will have to be sent afterwards. And was there anything else I should say, Noah? I don't think so, but thank you all for coming. And yeah, we'll see you on Tuesday morning at 9:30 a.m. if you have a March subscription. If not, then it'll be Friday night at 6:30 p.m. Queensland time for Mum's Friday night open Facebook class and YouTube, and our weekly roundup on the Saturday. So thank you all for coming and have a great week. Bye. Stay safe.